it's Victoria.
It's Lynn.
And Dar.
Shut up. And we're here to talk about an analysis of the Music Freaks and basically like all the main characters and like how they change over time.
We're gonna start off with
Drake. Yeah, so
Kinky.
mainly
You
Drew.
love me.
Yeah, I'm
Okay.
cutting that part out, bro.
Okay, Drew. It seems like Drew is very protective of Jake, and he goes out of his way to bully people for no reason.
And like off of that, basically, we're kind of basing this off of how they act in episode 1 on. And for episode 1 specifically, a lot of his entrance is him bullying the Music Freaks.
Yeah, episode 1.
Okay. Alright. So let's talk about Drake, bro.
Yeah, let's talk about Drake. AKA mainly just Drew.
Mainly just Drew, because first of all, he's an asshole. Like, he's
Yeah.
a very hardcore asshole. I don't know why. It would be interesting to learn about why he's such a hardcore asshole.
Mm-hmm.
Like, it feels like someone, I don't know, he just constantly, like, has something up his ass. You know, like, he's always in a mood. Like,
and he
just
doesn't bully anyone except the Music Freaks.
Exactly.
Like, literally, it's like he just hates them.
I know. And it's so weird because his friends are all fucking weirdos. So it's like, I don't understand why. Am I allowed to swear?
Yes.
Okay. All his friends are weirdos. So I'm just confused on why he makes fun of the Music Freaks for being weird, but his friend drinks fucking lettuce juice.
Yeah. Like.
And he looks like Deku.
He talks about My Hero Academia, and then they also talk about
And the
2D
other one has a
girls.
bowl cut.
Yeah. I mean, bro has like.
And he has
fuck-ass
purple
hair.
eyebrows.
Freaking.
He has
bowl cut.
naturally purple hair.
Yeah.
And he wants to talk about them being weird. Okay.
And then also like. It's specifically against Hailey, I think.
It's just
Yeah.
Hailey.
Because, I mean, he'll see other ones and he'll be like, freaks. But then he only talks to Hailey.
Exactly.
Or, like, he talks to Xander to talk about Hailey. Like, and, like, because in the comic, Henry says a joke about, oh, is this a new lover?
Oh.
And Drew's, like, gets all angry. Like, bro.
I feel like Drew is very protective of Drake.
Mm-hmm. I mean, Jake.
Drew is protective of Drake.
Who said Drake again?
Of Drake?
Of Jake.
As in Drake who wrote Kiki, Do You Love Me?
Yes.
Of Jake. And like during like one of like the backstory montages, he was the only friend that was interested in what Drew wanted to do.
Hey, man! Who's your friend? This is Jake. You actually showed normal interest in my gotcha switch?
Yeah. Because it seemed like Drew didn't have people who he could kind of be friends with before, almost.
Exactly.
It's like he finds loners or like people that are gonna have to look to him as the leader, kind of. Because, I mean, freaking Deku and Liam are losers.
I don't even know his actual name. I just call him
It's like-
Deku.
It's Henry.
Yeah.
Henry?
And then, like, Jake was all alone. Like, his ass had no one. So then when Drew's like, oh, come over and hang with us, it's like, obviously he's gonna look up to Drew.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like, Drew does it to be, like, in control.
Exactly. And another thing is like when Drew is with all of his friends, including his girlfriend, he's just checked out. Like he doesn't want to talk to them.
Exactly.
Or like he's just mean to them. Except when it's like Jake, he's trying to convince
He's
them.
like, I feel like whenever he's not with Jake, he's like dejected and he's like
Exactly.
isolating himself.
Also, this might sound kind of weird. I think that he kind of sees Jake as his son in some weird way. This is okay. No, like, I think he has, like, a paternal thing. Because, I mean, he saw Jake being, like, beaten down and took him in.
Yeah.
And then he's, like, giving him gifts and shit. Like, he's giving him, like, a new computer.
Exactly.
And then he's giving him consoles. He's giving
But
him
I feel like
gifts.
I also feel like his love language is like gift giving also.
Yeah. But
And
remember,
I feel like he thinks that because his girlfriend makes him like buy stuff. I feel like he thinks that the
True.
only way
Stop.
he can keep whatever, shut up.
Oh yeah, like
Spoiler!
And
I feel like
also-
the only way he thinks he can keep friends if like he buys him stuff.
And he even
Exactly.
said like, "Oh, my dad always buys stuff for me." Like it's like a power thing.
Yeah.
Look what I got.
Whoa! No way! How'd you get these two so fast?
Ain't that hard to convince my dad. Now we can have that battle we agreed on.
You know how I told you about asking my parents for the new Looney Box console for my birthday?
Oh yeah. Did they say yes?
Well, they bought it for me last night. Now I can play the new Gacha Warfare on my new 8K ultra-wide monitors.
But also, back to like before about the paternal thing too, I feel like during the fight, he even says at one point like he thinks of your family and you're using him. Like, how dare you make him do that? Because you're making him say this stuff. Like, he was saying it kind of like a Jake doesn't know better. Why are you doing this when he is kind of vulnerable? He's acting like Jake is a child.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Because
I feel
I
like-
think in his head, he genuinely thinks that Jake is a kid.
Don't act innocent. You waste all this time playing families with him and kick him out. Now he's spouting out all this nonsense. This is clearly all you freaks getting to his head.
Yeah.
I can see that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I think that's why they're so toxic. It's just like there's such like a power imbalance really. And it's not
Yeah.
because of like just like hierarchy or anything. It's just because I think Drew puts himself on a pedestal above like all his friends. Like maybe it's
Exactly.
because of how he was raised, but
Yeah, and I think that he must be really insecure then.
Mhm.
Because, I mean, I think that might be why he's intimidated by Hailey.
Yeah.
Because she's strong. And she's, like, independent. She doesn't need her daddy's money to, like,
Yeah.
get friends.
Exactly.
And, I mean, their freaking group has more friends than his group.
I know,
bro.
I know.
Like, he has 3 friends.
I
They have a
mean,
whole
like,
group.
It's so weird. Yeah, because he has Jake, he has Deku, whatever. He has Liam, and then he has his girlfriend, and then his girlfriend's friend.
Yeah.
And it's so weird because a lot of his friends, like especially Leah, like I don't even think they talked like
No.
once throughout the whole show.
No.
Or
think so.
series.
Or, like, wait, Drew?
Drew and Leah.
Yeah, they never talked, I don't
Mm-mm.
think.
is interesting.
Yeah.
Also, who was that girl that got introduced halfway through the season?
Oh, okay, so that was Maria. And, like,
Okay.
I think that what happened was in the very beginning, I just noticed this because I'd already seen it. And I remember when I first watched it, I was like, who the fuck is Maria? But when I was watching it back in the flashbacks, you see her a lot. But she just never talks. Like, I don't know why she got a speaking role at the end.
It's a lot.
I don't think she contributed anything, but.
No.
Because, I mean, I don't know.
It was kind of weird because I was like, who is this?
No, yeah.
I think Drew wanted that connection with Drake.
Yeah. Oh, Jake.
Oh no, wait.
With
Drew-
Drake.
Oh yeah, Jake. Because
With Drake.
if you saw when Henry and Liam were together, they were like really close.
You're right. And he wasn't close to them like that.
He wasn't. That's why he would never talk to them. And then he only wanted to talk to Jake because
Yeah.
they were sort of close.
Yeah.
But that's why he was getting jealous.
Yeah.
It's because that was like
I
his
feel
only
like-
like friend.
I felt like
feel
left
like-
out.
Exactly.
I feel like Drew would always turn the conversation around to be about Jake.
Yup.
Like, when I don't even remember what happened, but they were talking, I think it was at lunch or something, and then, like, I think Offbrand, Deku, and Liam were having a conversation, and then Drew, like, he, like, completely changed the conversation around to be about Jake. Drew wants his attention so bad, and he
Yeah.
doesn't want his attention to be on anyone else.
But then he'll be like, Jake, did you even hear me? Jake, are you
Exactly.
listening? And it's like, bro, you have 2 other friends that are
know.
listening. Why does it matter what Jake's doing?
And it's pretty obvious that Jake means more to him than the rest of the group does.
Oh, yeah.
100%. And then, like, when he found out that she was cheating, it doesn't even seem like he was that upset about it.
No, I think he
No.
was more upset by the fact that Jake didn't tell him at first.
Yeah.
Not to mention you waited until now to tell me I was being cheated on by my girlfriend. If you care so much about your friends, Jake, why don't you spit out the truth already?
And then what's also kind of weird is that he says at one point, like, you never told me your passions, so how am I supposed to know that I was hurting your feelings? But, like, every time Jake did kind of talk about it, Drew was just rude about it. So, like, he did
He would always
know.
shut him down.
Yeah. In the comic, especially, when Hailey's asking Jake to be a part of the music club, Jake didn't even get to answer before Drew had already kind of set the mood on saying, like, no way, or whatever.
Yeah.
Should we talk about how Jake and Drew are both manipulators?
Yes. Oh my god. Okay. I feel like Jake
So
definitely does not
toxic.
do it on purpose most of the time. Sometimes, maybe.
He doesn't
Did I say,
please
did I say
people.
Jake? I said Jake, right?
Yeah,
Okay.
you said Jake.
Okay. But Drew, he's just a scumbag, bro. I don't know what to I don't know what to say about, like, I feel like he manipulates some people.
So he
I
gets
mean,
his
he
way.
manipulates people so much that it makes him stupid.
Yeah.
I think Jake accidentally manipulates people because he's kind of two-faced, and he does it to please both groups when he doesn't know what to do because he's so afraid of being isolated and being bullied again that he doesn't know what to do.
So it's more of like a people pleaser thing than like a personal thing. And I think that with Drew, it's very personal. It's just he just wants to.
He wants to get his way.
Yeah, but yeah. Also with Jake, it's kind of hard because he was saying really rude things to Drew at the end that I don't think were right. Because like Drew was kind of a jerk, but like if we're being so for real, how the hell was he supposed to know?
Exactly.
Like if you're telling your friend, I only joined for Daisy, and then he tells you, so you only joined for Daisy. Like, yeah, because that's what you told him. I know.
I feel like Jake is just so bad at communicating.
Yeah.
It's so funny. Because he gets himself in deep shit for not being able to communicate. And he doesn't fucking think. I think that's the problem, is that he doesn't think and he's stupid.
Yeah.
He doesn't think.
He's a dumbass, bro.
Acts.
Should we move on to Hailey?
I have a lot to say about
AKA Hailey x Jake.
Jakey Poo.
Jakey Poo.
Oh wait! Oh my god! Another thing about Drew.
Yeah.
He calls Jake Jakey.
Yeah, he called
That's
Jake
fucking-
Jakey.
yeah.
And my whole thing is, even if it's a joke, that's what everyone was doing when they're like, Joey Bear. Or like Jakey Poo. That was always the girls. So like,
Yeah.
Why was he doing that?
I feel like Drake is like something that probably is not gonna happen. Like I feel like they aren't gonna get into a relationship with each other. But I feel like maybe a kiss.
and also
maybe a kiss.
First, perhaps. Also, one more thing to add to that is that even Dosh, the guy who like voice acts for Drew, even said that Drake wouldn't happen.
It would not.
It wouldn't happen. And I mean, people can say that Drew is like gay for Jake, but that's not how it was supposed to be written out. It's just how it looks, because it's mainly just like a power thing. And also, they broke up. Like regardless of whatever, they broke up. So yeah. Okay. Hailey time. Hailey.
Oh, they're so sweet.
Should we talk about the comic first?
Yes. The comics, the past, and the future.
Yup.
I think it's interesting that they knew each other before. I feel like, well, maybe it's just because I didn't watch episode 1.
Yeah.
But like, I feel like they didn't like, they treated each other like they'd never had met before.
I think that it's kind of hard because, like, in the first episode, from what I can remember, they didn't really talk. Like, I think there was one scene before he joined that they had come up to them and said, like, freaks, and then Hailey said something like, you guys are just insecure.
For the record, it was your buffoons that started on us first. Keep them under control.
I can't promise that, princess. Anyway, don't you have better things to do than engage with this imbecile? Or do you just like my company?
Get real. And we do have more important things to do than loiter around and pick on people.
And what's that? Write cute little love songs with your boyfriend? Really, it's cute.
Why don't you just admit that deep down, you're just a very jealous little boy who wishes he had half of our music talent? Have fun achieving nothing with your life.
Whatever, music freak.
But in the case of the comic, like, freshman year, they for sure liked each other.
Oh, yeah.
I mean,
They were Google Eyes.
yeah, guru eyes, they're talking to the back of class, like, shoot. And then, like, even when she had that embarrassing ass diary, like, he didn't really care.
No.
It was more like, oh, I'm just helping this pretty girl out.
Yeah.
Like, that was more how it felt. Yeah.
Until he went to Drew, bro.
Yeah, until Drew messed it up.
Drew.
But then, like, also, remember, like, he was so into music with her.
Mm-hmm.
And then she gives him the present. He's blushing.
Yeah.
And they do hug. And, like, there's hearts around them.
Mm-hmm.
And he's calling her princess. I just feel like that's not something you do with your friend.
It's definitely implied that they will. I feel like it's like they're practically together at this point. It's like there's no denying.
This part.
Yeah. Like there's no denying that eventually they're gonna get together. Like I feel like if they didn't get together, it wouldn't make sense for the plot.
Exactly.
You know, like even if they got together, they found out they didn't work for each other, and then they broke up. I feel like that still would it would make sense.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, I would prefer it if they stayed together, but you know what I mean.
Even Daisy at like the end of the season backed off when
Exactly.
Hailey and Jake were together.
And I mean, even I feel like towards the end, Jake's not blushing when he's around Daisy. And I mean, when Daisy was backstage, or like whatever the freaking thing at the end was, like where they're in the lobby, he didn't even go to her. He was with every other fan.
Oh my gosh.
And then Hailey had to be like, don't you want to see Daisy? And he was like, oh yeah. Like it wasn't like oh my god, my girl.
Like he was in the
that.
beginning.
Yeah, it wasn't anywhere near that. He wasn't even thinking of Daisy at the end. He only thought of Hailey, I feel like.
He did.
Oh, and also, back to the comic, like, when they take her notebook and they're about to look through it, they say, I wonder if she wrote anything about Jake, and she gets super embarrassed.
Oh, yeah.
Which means that she liked him long enough to write something about him. And then...
And also, it's like the fact that they had the suspicion that she would write something about him in the first place.
And the fact that, like...
I think it was Liam.
Remember he said, this looks promising?
Oh, yeah.
Which means his name was in there, right?
Probably.
And, I mean, Jake finally was like, okay, guys, let's give it back. But, like, I don't know, because then he knew that she liked him. And can we talk about in that flashback when she walked by?
Oh yeah.
My god.
And he looked at her like she was an angel.
Exactly.
Like how he looks at Daisy now.
Yes!
You know?
I feel like he kind of, because he knew that, like, because he's friends with Drew, he couldn't really be with Hailey.
Yeah.
So I feel like he kind of projected that onto Daisy.
Exactly.
Oh, yeah.
And also, a lot of Daisy's qualities, like, a lot of what Daisy does is she picks him up when he's low. And who's been doing that recently? Hailey. And now, who does he start to, like, kind of like? Hailey. And I think it's just that it's back to Hailey. Slow burn.
And when Jake messes up, he's always the first to apologize to Hailey.
Yeah.
Like it's no one else.
But it's kind of interesting how, like, he ran away, like after his fight with, I think he ran away after his fight with Drew, right?
Yeah, he ran away.
It's kind of interesting. I feel like he runs away a lot, you know,
He
or he gets left behind.
It's like he isolates himself.
Yeah.
Because remember when he got in that fight with the Music Freaks? He went home and then he was ignoring Drew.
Yeah.
And he was ignoring Henry and Liam. And then he's like, I deserve it. Like, bro, you're doing it to yourself, dog. Like,
And
And another thing, like at the mall when he pushed her into the
against
column, bro, blushing and stuff, and then even Millie was making jokes about them liking each other.
And then she was even talking to Sean after, like later that night, and was like they were about to kiss.
And then his friends also call her like his girlfriend or whatever. And then when Jake was at home and Milo, his little brother, was like, oh, your girlfriend's here, he automatically thought it was Hailey, which I feel like
insane. That was crazy.
I know.
And he was so excited.
Exactly.
And you know what's crazy about that is that Milo knew about Daisy. Because Milo was like, oh, I could probably steal like your precious Daisy. So that means that even though he's only talked to Milo about Daisy, he still thought in his head it was Hailey.
Yeah.
Exactly.
That means Hailey was so on his mind.
I know.
Like,
And it because it was like directly after the fight too, and like he, even though even though he knew like if it was Hailey that was at the door, like they would not be having a pleasant conversation.
Exactly.
He was still so happy that she came
yeah,
in the first place.
100%. And also, after the fight, she's the only person he was texting.
Yes.
Yeah.
And I mean, people can say that he might have texted the other ones.
He probably did, but I
like,
don't think he sent
yeah.
him paragraphs.
No, and even Xander was like, he's still texting you.
Yeah.
Exactly.
You know,
He
like,
obviously he stopped texting the rest. If he was texting them, he stopped texting them. But I feel like he still was texting Hailey.
I just realized, I remember I was looking at the thing on his phone, and it said that the group had blocked him. Like,
Yeah.
his messages weren't going through.
Oh.
All the main ones. So that means, like, everyone had blocked him except Hailey.
Oh
Haley was the
my
only
gosh.
one willing to give him one
and
more
she,
chance.
Yeah, she was even trying to figure out what.
Yeah, like, she was about to text him. Yeah.
Yeah. I feel like Hailey didn't want to believe it, you know, like what he said.
Also, like, when it first happened and she got the message and, you know, he got back to the room and she's crying, I feel like the song kind of had significance because instead of saying, like, you're a horrible person, it was more of, like, I made this a home for you
Yeah.
and you messed it up. It was more like disappointment.
Yeah.
It wasn't really anger.
Yeah, it wasn't. I noticed that too. It wasn't anger. It was like more, like, I trusted you and
Yeah.
you broke my trust.
Yeah.
And
And-
I feel
yeah.
like Hailey, despite what everyone else thought about him, like knew that. Well, not knew, but she believed that deep down inside he really cared about music. Because I feel like she was the one who defended him at first when Xander was talking. I think she had the idea of giving him a second chance.
Yeah.
And I feel like Hailey really believed that he was a good person even after they had the fight too. Because she was talking about like, well, maybe we should talk to him.
Yeah.
But yeah.
No, I agree.
I think another thing is that she finds great comfort in Jake, that because she was willing to go up on stage even though she had stage fright, but it was like only with Jake, and then she could, after when they were fighting, she was like, it's not fair to Jake just to kick him out, and that he also worked really hard, and I think that's like showing their connection that grew, because they're kind of like
That Drew. Sorry.
because I feel like they kind of see each other in each other.
Yeah, I agree. I also think that, like, on top of that, whenever they have their own moments of, like, reflection, they're always thinking about the other person. Like, Jake's always thinking about how Hailey was bullied and how he was bullied and how it's, like, they can connect on that a lot. And even in that dream where, you know, she sees her being bullied and then he realizes that he's the bully, I think that kind of was also him realizing how much he cared about her and how doing that was so, I think it was a big realization to him that he is a bully if he's bullying someone that he really cares about.
Yeah. I think Hailey knows that Jake is also desperate for attention, and I think she accepts it. Like, because especially at the end when he was like he was talking to all the girls and stuff, and she was like, I don't even remember what she said, but I think she knows about his nature, you know, like, or she knows how he acts, and she doesn't mind it, you know, she doesn't think because he's talking to all these girls, like, oh, you know, he doesn't want me, you know. I think it was only when they were talking about Daisy, that was when, I don't think she's jealous, she doesn't not like Daisy, because I feel like in a lot of media where it's like two women, there's one guy and this guy likes another girl and this girl likes him, and it's like, oh, the two women hate each other and they want to fight. But I feel like they portrayed it in a good way. Yeah. You know, because it's not like Hailey hates Daisy and because she stole her man. Like, oh no, like they hate each other. Like, no. No, they just get along because they're friends and they go to school. They're not even friends, they just are acquaintances.
Yeah.
And it's nice to see.
No, I agree.
Oh, also,
Poster.
we'll get to that.
Yeah.
But like for the dream, I don't know if you guys realized, but remember when he's crying and then he hears a guy bullying Hailey.
Yeah.
But when he's crying, he's a child.
Oh.
It's him as a child. But the
didn't
second
notice
he
that.
gets up and says, "Hey, get away from her," he turns into his present self.
Oh yeah.
So it's like
I didn't notice that.
he's like a child and he feels so hopeless himself. But then for Hailey, he wants to stand up, and he wants to be like he wants to be what he couldn't get when he was younger. Like he wants to kind of protect her. But then it's like he does it, and then he realizes he grew up and became what he didn't want to be. And I think that that's like a big thing too, about why Rosie made him a child before he became, I don't know, like a defender. I don't know, because like he's just not a defender.
It shows his self growth.
Yeah. Okay, I think we said almost everything about that.
Yeah.
Oh wait, no, the poster. The
poster?
The poster.
Oh my god.
Okay.
That's so funny.
Do you guys want to describe it?
So in the poster, it's the Alpha Wolves the musical or something like that, and Jake is being held by Hailey in the back, blushing.
Well, it's not exactly them, but it's supposed to be
them, and they're freaking like making out.
And Hailey, her tongue is out with like kind of like this smirk, looking at Drew as Drew's angrily looking at both of them. And I think that shows how Jake chose the Music Freaks over him.
And also Drew feels like Hailey's taking him away.
Yeah.
Which is especially prominent when he walks in on them flirting.
Oh gosh.
Oh yeah.
And remember, he was like, "You never hang out with us. Why are you in here with her? You always are practicing."
Exactly.
Okay, quickly on Shazy. They get each other.
Yeah.
They have trauma.
They like
Sean is like a
share.
therapist.
Yeah.
I mean, I think a lot of it is just that, like, she sees Jake as a friend, but she sees Sean as, like, someone she can rely on. And Jake, she cannot rely on. He, like, gets himself in trouble. I mean, she had to freaking sacrifice herself for him.
Yeah.
So, Xander, absolutely no growth from him, bro.
Fucking.
He gets a boyfriend.
Like,
I can't stand him.
yeah, I feel bad for all the Xander lovers, but he's
He's
an asshole.
selfish. Hailey even calls him selfish. But he is really supportive of Hailey. I will give him that.
But nobody else, like, and his boyfriend.
And I feel like he's, like, too protective, though, because, I mean, he's not older.
No.
Like, he needs to chill the fuck out, because, like, she can live.
I just don't like him.
Yeah, and he doesn't trust whatever she says. Like, remember when she's about to go on the, like, rooftop to see Jake, and he's like, wait, and Sean had to be the one to say, no, go.
Exactly.
Like,
oh my gosh, I just realized, so you know in the clip where it like kind of confirms that his father left, and you know how like, you know, they're like step siblings, I think that also shows that he doesn't want anyone else to hurt Hailey like his father hurt him.
oh, so he's like trying to
I agree.
Yeah.
And remember, he even says at one point, like, I don't want you to be hurt anymore.
Exactly.
Or something. Now let's go to like Leah quick.
She's mean.
Rude, mean.
But she used to be nice.
Friend. She used to be nice, obviously, because in some flashbacks she's seen with Hailey and
They
they're
were
friends. And then when Hailey's talking to her, she even says, like, you didn't have to turn into a jerk. But you did. You know, in the end, she matures. She leaves Zoe. She goes to the
contest. And I think she has a change of heart.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, definitely.
And I mean, her crush on Jake, I don't think it was real. I think a lot of it was just like,
I feel like
he was like the most down to earth.
to be.
Yeah, because I mean, she didn't really care about Daisy, even though he liked Daisy. So it was like, I feel like if she really liked him, there would have been more hate towards Daisy. But the fact that the hate was on the Music Freaks, it just feels like it was very, like, because of everyone else.
Well, I think because they know that there's more of a probability of him getting with Hailey than him getting with Daisy.
That's true. And I think it's also because Hailey actually likes him.
Yeah.
Daisy does not like him like that. Like, okay.
Our predictions.
Our predictions for season 2. Let's go.
Okay, so I feel like Max or some other girl will flirt with Hailey, and Jake will start getting. I feel like he's gonna start realizing his feelings. I feel like Jake. I feel like season 2 is gonna be more about feelings, you know.
Oh yeah.
And instead of like the competition and stuff, it's gonna be more about feelings. There might be more. Yeah, and Jaylee is canon. I don't care what you guys have to say. I don't care. It's canon. Jaylee deniers, go to hell.
Honestly,
okay?
bro. Jay-Z is
Drake
not
is
happening.
never happening.
Yeah, Drake isn't happening. Jay-Z isn't happening.
Yeah.
I mean, it's very obvious Daisy likes Sean.
I wish Hazy would happen. It's not happening.
Also, can we also keep in mind for the Max thing, or like the new people that were introduced at the end, that they just lost their singer.
Yeah.
Oh,
and
yeah.
then Jake went up there and sang all right.
I feel like it's either they're gonna try to get Hailey or they're gonna try to get Jake.
I think that they're... Oh, you know what? You're right. They might try to get Hailey, and then they're gonna like flirt with her.
Yes, that's what I was thinking.
And then Jake's gonna be like,
the fuck?
don't do that. And then they're gonna be like, why do you care about her? And then he's gonna have to like start being like, maybe I do like her.
Another thing is that
Sean and Daisy are gonna get together.
Yeah,
100%. If they don't, then I'm writing, but you know.
Yeah.
If not, and they become like good friends. That's fine.
Luke
And Xander, I feel like they're gonna fight.
They're gonna
because
fight.
Xander
Oh,
is
yeah.
an uptight bitch.
Also, towards
because
the end,
they've been on a honeymoon. They've been on a
100%.
honeymoon phase for so long. I feel like it's gonna get like. I feel like they're gonna fight. I don't think they're gonna break up really, but I think they're gonna fight. They like
agree
to
on
like
shit.
bicker, you know.
Yeah.
Oh,
and
yeah.
Xander is not respectful.
Yeah.
Remember, like, the one time he ever said something respectful was, like, at the very end when he's like, I respect you. Like, bro, she's your sister.
Yeah.
Should have been respected from
I feel
the
like
beginning.
I feel like something is gonna happen. I don't know. I feel like they're gonna fight. I don't think it's gonna be about like music or anything. I think it might just be relationship stuff.
Or, like, you know how Xander's really, like, we're not talking to you, we're not doing this. But then Luke will kind of go behind their back and he'll talk to them.
Oh yeah.
Because, like, that's kind of what Sean did.
Yeah.
But, like, Luke also did it. Like, no matter what, by him telling Jake, like, Hailey's not coming to school today, even though they were supposed to not talk to him at all, that's still kind of giving him help.
Exactly.
And to say, like, Hailey's hurt, it's giving Jake leverage.
Yeah.
That Luke didn't have to give.
I feel like Drew's gonna get worse.
Oh yeah, I think wasn't that like confirmed? Like
yeah,
Drew's gonna
100%.
get
Rosie
worse.
put something about, like, it's Drew's time to suffer.
Yeah.
exactly.
something.
He's gonna do something
I
bad.
hope we get more backstory about him and Hailey because I'm really interested.
Yeah.
in
Oh, same.
I really think that my theory is that he had a crush on Hailey, and then Hailey, I don't know,
rejected him, or
Yeah.
like they dated and they got into a fight, something.
or like maybe like he thought that Xander and her were dating because
Yeah.
like that's what Jake thought.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
You know? But I think that a big thing for Drew is he's gonna be a freak.
Oh yeah. He's gonna get like outcast or something.
So overall, I think that there's a lot to unpack. I haven't even looked so deeply into some of the music videos. Like, I feel like we could do that.
we could do a
like,
whole entire video just deconstructing the whole.
That would be cool.
I think that we should later. That's kind of it, right?
I think so.